YouTube, what's good? I'm Shadow. Welcome to the Shadow Realm, and I'm back with the OG's podcast,
Trash,
episode 2. It's just apparently trash. Thank you, Sprog.
Sure.
Thank you.
Not
Anyway.
the fans, I just mean the place. you got like the off-brand Doritos.
This is the OG's podcast, episode 2. A lot of you guys give me very positive feedback on the last podcast that we did, which we're very grateful for. We're very glad you guys enjoyed it, so we decided to come back and do it again. So, going down the list, let me introduce you guys. John, say what's up to the people.
Hello, Dokkan world.
Gotta love his intros. Alright. Sprung, you want to say hi to the people?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, people? It's me again. Although I don't really think anyone knows about me. Nah, screw it. It's me. All right, go ahead.
Kev, you want to say hello to the people?
Yo.
Is that all you're gonna say?
Oh well, fucking. We're gonna spit to answer.
That's Kev. That's Kev, everybody. And let's get to it. There's a lot of stuff we're gonna be talking about today.
Making it sound like we're talking about a funeral.
When it comes to some of these topics, it pretty much is a funeral. Speaking of funeral, and of places that seem very dead, what do you guys think of Dokkan's content as of late?
That's some shade. Some shade being tossed.
There's definitely been a dry spell for Global Dokkan. What do you think, John?
Dokkan's doing so good that I jumped back on my old game.
What do you think, John?
It's been rather dry. They've been like pushing out units that you really don't want to use.
I don't know about that.
Come on, man. Grandpa Gohan and Pan. That's the. I don't know how they know each other, to be honest.
I ain't even
That shit
talking
tight.
about that. I'm talking about
That shit tight, he
free-to-play
says.
units. Like the
Wait, what-
Finn's Gotenks is still better than that select, in my opinion.
What were you saying people don't want to use? What is you saying you don't want people using?
I think you said
Yeah,
Grandpa.
exactly.
Did you just say Grandpa Gohan? Did you?
No, I didn't say.
No, he said that's
Grandpa.
not the one. No, then who are you talking about that you feel like people don't really want to use? Or you don't want to use?
I'm saying the intellect Gotenks.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Gotenks and Boo that's
Like
coming
that,
up.
Like that.
Oh, those two?
No, the free to play.
Oh, the free to play. Oh, yeah, the free to play.
Oh, the free-to-play. What the
Intellect
free-to-play
Gotenks and
unit?
then the AGL
That's
Turbo.
the Halloween Gotenks, ain't it?
No.
Yeah,
He's
it's the
talking. That's the
free-to-play
Gotenks.
unit.
He's talking about the.
Yeah, the Halloween.
Is that what you're talking about?
Who?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about the
the
Halloween Ghost.
The
It's
Halloween-
about the EZA area that came out.
Why are you hating on him?
Oh, yeah, that one's actually good. It's the. I thought you were talking about the other Gotenks, the one that came out with AGL Turbo.
The AGL
I forgot that was a unit.
Yeah, I forgot he existed.
He has that unit.
Come on, guys! He got an awakening. He got a TUR.
Dude, I remember Turbo more than I do him.
You mean Turbo? You said Turbo again?
Yeah, terrible.
Or you mean Kaba? Do you remember Kaba?
Oh, yeah, they look alike. That's
That's
fine.
the same. It's the same dude. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
they
same
pretty
dude,
much
different
look
role.
fucking same.
Well, Sprung, what do you think of Dokkan's content as of late?
I think it's flawless. I think Bandai's doing a damn good. No, not really. Let's be honest here. It's a spooky month, and we deserve spooky units. Where's the like jump scare super attacks at? That's all I'm gonna say. Give me a unit that jump scares me.
Super attacks that jump in, that jump in and scare you.
Yeah,
So you're in the middle of a Gohan super attack, and then all of a sudden you have like something flash in front of your screen, and
like the flashing, like one of the flashing super attacks just hits me right in the eyes, like right. This is the effect.
I want to talk about spooky. Let's talk about the last celebration. Those raids were spooky.
Okay, all right, Kev. What do you think about the last celebration about the
It's
worldwide?
trash. The whole thing can suck my shiny pickle. I said this earlier. I'm not gonna be descriptive on what I'm talking about because there's kids might be watching this shit. But
Well, shiny
Dang,
pickles.
you gonna have to edit all that out.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. The rates were
ratings suck.
pretty bad. I won't lie
Hey,
about
let me put $500 and get 5 million Buhans.
I'm just glad they didn't come up with Kid Buu, which nobody
That's
here wanted
also
Kid Buu,
bullshit,
right?
though. What the hell did we even get? I forgot.
No,
Let's get fucking
nobody wanted
Vegeta that
Kid
nobody
Buu.
gives a shit, sucking fucking Goku off instead.
Let's give the dude who got his
That
ass kicked during
Vegeta
that
pretty
scene
good.
a lot.
For
Exactly. What
those
the fuck,
for
man?
those of you that don't know, Kev over here didn't have the best luck when it came to the worldwide celebration. So he's got needless to say, very strong feelings about the
I've
worldwide
stopped playing the
celebration.
game the last couple of weeks.
And this is a guy that actually, realistically, he started before any of us and has put a lot of time and effort into this game. And yep, that was one of the last
You
straws
should
for
at
him.
least log in and try to do your mission.
I know I've been logging in every day, but I don't give a shit about any of the events at this point.
Well, get those spooky tickets so you can summon on that banner at least. once.
Get those.
What was that
Yeah.
shit you kept
Speaking-
saying?
speaking-
D what?
That is funny.
D machine, bro. That's what this game is. It's a
Speaking-
fucking dick machine.
Speaking of the current content, I didn't even think about this. This is something I wanted to ask you guys. What do you think
What?
of the current banner that they gave to Global as oh hey look guys Halloween, let's celebrate. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's nice for people who don't have those units, but not for me.
Right.
I wish they put Fizz Bears in there instead of the transforming Vegeta. That's just me. That's the only
Yeah,
issue I have
Transformer
with it.
Vegeta don't need to be in there. He's been in every fucking banner for the last 5 months.
Right.
I think this is good and bad personally because
Future Gohan is nice to see.
this might be
Yeah.
y'all's only chance to summon some of these units. Keep that in mind because this might be their way of saying, "Hey, you get these units back," but they might not be coming back for like another year.
That's true. Bardock and Future Gohan are nice to see because I don't think they're in too many banners.
Bardock, yeah. As far as Global goes, the first time we saw Bardock back was the worldwide celebration, and Gohan. This is the first time we've seen him back since February.
It might have been too soon, but they probably could have thrown Kefla in there.
That's too soon.
That is
she
what.
just dropped.
That is what. Well, I mean, think about this though. That's true that it is too soon. But look how soon they brought back Beerus. You know?
Yeah,
So
I
it's-
guess yeah.
It's one of those like I agree with that, but I mean then again maybe it was a little too soon. I don't know. Who knows?
You're not wrong, Gus.
So, well, obviously, worldwide celebration definitely wasn't the best. This celebration, I'm glad we've got something to do, and I'm glad we got a world tournament coming up. But even then, it's kind of like,
Oh shit,
The
World
long-term
Tournament's
function,
coming
dude.
up?
World's tournament is coming up, so be ready for that, guys.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
On the side, I'm curious because
Oh yeah,
I'm curious because the four of us we do play Dokkan pretty often, but some of us play more than others. John, do you still play daily?
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
I'd like to take
Alright.
this minute to tell
Why
everybody
do you-
down some minute for
why
it's a
do
greater
you
game.
play? Why do you play daily?
Either because I'm bored, I haven't really finished anything. Just been doing things like real slow instead of just grinding out everything in one day,
that's what I like to
Right.
hear.
like I
Right.
used to do.
Right.
That's what I like to hear.
What about you,
Slow and
Sprung?
steady. Dude, I don't even have the game installed right
Okay,
now because
now-
my phone doesn't have enough space.
Now, why? Why do you aside from the space? Because I'm sure if you were playing it enough, you would want to stay. You wanted to stay on your phone.
So,
do you have a lot of fun with it, or do you just have you kind of drifted off on it?
I don't mind it. I think it's fun. I never really got into the whole appeal of leveling up my links. Personally, I'm probably like one of the more unpopular opinion people that like
It's a tedious thing, but it gives you something to do.
Right.
I don't
right.
care about the whole link system upgrade. I think units are already overpowered as it is. I think I think the content's decent. I definitely think we need more. I wish there was more spooky events. I wish they had done something a little bit more unique. That'd bring
Right.
back some units, easy
They're
A's
definitely
and stuff. Although
Right.
Super 17 Easy A, good move, people. Super 17 Easy A, so what we wanted. Been waiting on that, kind of, because I've been using it in Battlefield.
I want a new Super 17 in general.
Okay, and good thing you interjected, Kev. What about you? What do you? You said you haven't really
Fucking
been playing.
games suck. No, I'm just kidding. I like Dokkan, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm kind of on the same path as Sprung is at times. You really want something, and the game is like, no, fuck you, you can't have them no matter how much money you put into it, especially for people who don't have money.
Right.
And It's a turnoff. It makes you really just not want to play this shit, especially when you have friends that do play it and they all get the units and whatever. You kind of feel left out, whatever.
Right. I completely
Which is
get
also
that.
why Dokkan, please don't put PvP because that's gonna be even worse.
You know what? Good. Hey, good segue. Okay. Now, now that you brought it up, let's talk about it. What do you guys think of PvP being added?
Stupid.
Good.
It's fucking terrible. It's the same thing as before. And then you're gonna really need to fucking get units, otherwise you're fucked.
I think
What about you,
I
Joe?
think it's. I don't think they should like add PvP. I think they should just like do more collab like type of
Co-op.
things
One Piece
with your
collaboration?
friends.
You mean
Yeah,
co-op?
co-op stuff.
You like co-op, more co-op,
Kinda like-
cooperative based?
Kind of like Naruto
Yeah.
fucking Blazing, whatever what was it called? Something Blazing. I don't remember. It's been a minute.
Naruto Blazing.
Ultimate
Yeah.
Ninja.
You can get
Brave
it.
Code.
Yeah, you can get into little like dungeons and raids and shit and get certain units by playing with a friend, and they can help you out and get the unit to drop or whatever, something like that.
Right. Right.
That'd be a lot more fun.
Facing other people like the Truth DT, nobody wants to fucking mess with that dude. Fuck that dude.
Right. It's and that is something that I thought about too. It's not everybody wails out in this game, and let's face it, this is a gacha game. They need to make money.
Dory over here.
Okay,
A whale.
they need to make money, right?
Yeah.
So
Money.
in order to do that, they're gonna want to cater to people that are spending more on it, which means they're gonna give an advantage to those that are wailing out, that are putting
It'll
more money into
become-
the game.
It'll become a super pay to win game.
Exactly.
That's not a good idea.
What do you think, Sprung?
In terms of PvP, I think one of my famous catchphrases is good. I want to fight. Want to fight the others?
This guy.
No, I'm just
Sorry.
kidding. PvP ruined the Naruto phone game.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
gonna. It's. I don't know if it's gonna ruin this game.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. I was curious. Like I hear people say it ruined it. What happened with that? Because I never played it.
See Naruto, and it's any Naruto Blazing fans watching this. Don't smite me, but at least from what I remember, they added PvP like a good while back, maybe a couple years back, and it ruined the game in the fact that they started popping out banners with characters that are specifically tailored to the PvP content.
Yep.
And this made them take away from regular content, like like the normal events that we get to play with for free-to-play units. It made all those units so much more better, and it encouraged you to get dupes, which made you want to summon more, and that completely just started messing with the game because it just became a whole mess of like, you want to pay to get the best units, but you got to keep paying to get the dupes and whatnot. The one thing it has, the one thing that Naruto Blazing had that Dokkan doesn't have, that only did once, was step-ups. Which I think is something they could add to Dokkan.
Which I've mentioned before, and to add on that shit that Naruto does, though, man.
So
The PvP shit killed it hardcore.
Before we get back to that, what are the step-ups?
You just keep summoning, you get the after a good amount of steps. Yeah, if you get to like the last step of a banner, you're just guaranteed to get the unit.
You're guaranteed it. Oh, okay.
And to
which
add,
is
another thing
fine.
that killed Naruto is the fact that game doesn't really give you any fucking currency to begin with. Kind of stingy
you
with
don't-
it.
Yeah, they were pretty rough with the currency on Naruto. I remember there were some celebrations where like maybe like one summon is all I could do, and I would probably have to pay for it.
That's
I
it.
like
That's
the
how
way-
bad it got for me.
I like the way Bleach does their banners. I don't like their.
They're
currency.
generous
I
as
like that.
fuck with
Yeah,
their
I like-
currency, though.
I like the Bleach game, but they keep popping out banners like every day. I don't know if that's because we came in during the celebration period. But
Every
I
other
swear,
day,
I'd
that's
wake
the
up.
manner.
That is
I
another
wake up
game I
and
want
eat bleach
to.
for breakfast.
That is another
Not like
game I
actual
do
bleach.
I
You
gotta
used to
check it out.
keeping up with Dokkan's banners or try to keep up with Bleach. I don't even know what the fuck banner we're on anymore. I lost it.
So PvP.
Yeah,
So
they
PvP
come out
initially
with
killed.
It's a bad
the Naruto
idea.
game, right?
It roughened up Naruto good, but I definitely don't think Dokkan is a game that could support PvP.
Which is that's
considering how
another
Naruto
thing.
handled it.
I was thinking about that. How would they even convert this into PvP? Because I know that I heard about it. I hadn't been playing it at this time, but I heard there was a Dokkan Battlefield like 1.0 where it was like a tower defense mode or something like that. It was a
That was
whole
cool.
different thing. So
You
I
can find
mean,
footage of
I
it.
felt like the ad PvP they would have to finally combine both versions as well.
you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the idea of I like the idea of this. If you want any sort of competition, first of all, you'd have to clean things out, but have like a leaderboard, which is kind of what we have already. But put a mode where you really can compete with each other, kind of like chain battle, but not chain battle. But I think that's the full extent of how like where PvP should go. I don't think that there's any need for my units versus your units. What they should do first is worry about, okay, how do we make this a co-op game, and go from there. See, like that. If this were a game where PvP didn't work, they would take it out. Then fine. If you want to experiment with it, and if it doesn't work, then take it out. But my fear is, even if it doesn't work, they're going to try to keep going with it and keep going with it and keep going with it, and then eventually they're going to cater to it so much that they forget about the other modes.
Well,
Yeah, that's what happened to Naruto.
I mean, I don't think they'll do that, but I think it's like a guarantee if they do like bring PvP out, they're gonna have to combine both versions. And me personally, I like both of the versions to be separate because it gives them a chance to be more versatile.
But that shouldn't be the reason to merge them. Because PvP
Right.
could be a hit or miss, and it's more likely a miss than a hit, to be fair.
And that's why I'm saying, like, if they, I'm so scared about it because of what I hear about Naruto. I don't want them to bring out the mode, try it, see it's not working, because I don't think it'll work, but whatever, see it's not working, and then say, oh, well, if it's not working because of this, let's try this, and then let's try this, and then they just keep on trying and trying and trying, and they slowly forget about the other modes. Then they start balancing units based around the PvP, and it's just like it starts getting into the point where all they really care about is PvP, so the rest of the modes are kind of left in the dust.
Yeah,
You know?
they could take and not do some things Naruto did. And Step Up Banner is one of them they need to do in that game, because Jesus Christ, they can really fuck you over.
Which is another thing I wanted to talk about, the summon rates. What do you I obviously we know that they're low. We know that they're low. We know it's a gacha game. We know they want to make money, but
trash.
I was thinking about it, and I've spoken about this on a couple of my videos, and I've said something they could maybe do is set a certain stone limit, like, all right, or a certain summon limit, like you summon X amount of times, and if you don't get the new unit, you'll be guaranteed the new unit, and then after that, if you want to chase dupes, that's up to you, but there's no more freebies.
I feel like 500 to 750 stones should guarantee the unit.
Right. Now, would you say that it should also be based on rarity? Because people might argue with you, all right, well, what about LRs? LRs should be...
LRs could just be random because those are LRs, but if it's a fucking TUR that's just good and you want them,
right,
should have a limit to it at some point.
I think every unit should have, or every new unit that come out should have a certain amount of summons you have to do, and then if you do that amount of summons, you can get the unit, but the dupes, those will always be random. Like there won't be any freebies for dupes, because that's on you if you want to chase those.
Getting at least one should be guaranteed at some point. I think 500 is reasonable. That's a lot of fucking stones for some people.
What do you think, Sprung?
No, yeah, I think in general step-ups would be a good change of pace. I was thinking about why step-ups haven't been implemented, and it's because whales exist on this game. I'll be straight up, I don't see step-ups being added anytime soon, just because the general idea is as long as people are still summoning and consistently summoning on there, because you got people that will put like thousands of stones into one banner,
Right.
Some people like the duo Goku and Vegeta unit. Some people spend like a couple thousand stones on that banner.
Yep.
Some people like Shadow.
So and see, that wouldn't have happened if step-ups were in the game. If they had step-ups, then easily they would have just summoned enough to get the card, or maybe get all the dupes, and boom, they're done. It would limit each person that spends a good chunk of money on the game to a set number of stones they use on a banner, and that would be profits lost. So that's probably why they haven't added step-ups yet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
see
a
them
good
ever
point.
doing it, to be fair.
I get it.
What about you, John? What do you think?
Yeah, we Black Hawk down. We lost him. He's not here.
Oh, did he disconnect?
Yeah.
Alright, well,
John, you right.
Hopefully he'll be back soon. I guess in the
Technical
meantime.
difficulties.
sorry about that, guys. I'm sure he'll
Three and
join
a
back
half
in.
OGs it is, I guess.
I'm sure he'll join back here real soon. But that is a good point. My only counter argument to that would be, well, wouldn't the whales want to chase the dupes regardless? And wouldn't they
That's
keep
the thing,
spending
though.
regardless?
That's the thing, though. It was like a flat, if they had step ups and it was unlimited, what each whale would do, they would just summon enough to get the dupes, and what it would end up doing is it would cause each person to like basically spend a flat amount of stones that
Right.
that the people that work on the game would know, because like let's say a step up is like 100 stones. Well, this is just examples. Let's say one step up is 200 stones, right?
Okay.
So to get the unit guaranteed to be 200, and if someone wanted to rainbow out that unit, it would end up being what 1,000, because they would just have to do the step up rotation 5 times to get the unit and then the 4 dupes. And what that would do is that would basically make it so everyone that spends a lot of money on the game would only have to spend that amount, and then they would have
Right.
to stop spending
Right.
because
Right.
there's not really anything else they get off that banner.
Which in,
I think
in
that's the
essence
point I'm trying to
means
get at.
which in essence means that you think Bandai Akatsuki would lose out on money because of that.
No, they definitely would, compared to like let's say someone spending like 2,000 or 3,000 stones on one banner that's trying to get a copy.
Right. Right.
I could see why they haven't done it.
Well, that's why after you get the first one guaranteed, the rest should just be all random.
That's the other thing I was thinking, but then that would also make the people that only chase like the card just to get the card would also want to stop spending because they're like, all right, I got the card.
It's a hit or miss because they could make money off of everybody chasing them, whereas you know I get what he's saying is it's either you guarantee you're making money off of everybody that's chasing it, or you set it and then you're only going to have the dedicated whales chasing it, whereas everybody else is going to stop after a while. I get what he's saying in that, but
Yeah.
but you know it is one of those topics that I know people will counter and say, oh well that's what the coins are for. Now I've seen this counter argument, and while I understand it, it's not necessarily so cut and dry.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my LR boot tanks next year.
And there you go. See, people say learn when to stop summoning and save your coins for when they come back. Now again, just like you just said, cool. I have to wait about 5-6 months before I can use that unit, and by the time that happens, that unit isn't anywhere near as good. Exactly. So
Like Jared, for instance.
right, and that's why I do think there needs to be a better way of going about this. It's a gotcha game. I get it. It's a slot machine. I understand that, but there are people that are dedicated to the game that even put money into it. I think there should be a way of rewarding them too. I don't know. That's
2020. Change up the pace. Fucking fuck that games. Come on, man.
Should had chocolate coins.
Change it up. Shit, we get it. It's gotcha. Fucking great.
all right. So that's we got the thoughts on PvP. We got what we think they should do as far as the rates goes. I'm curious to know what you guys think. What do you think we're gonna be getting along the way leading into the 6th anniversary? Because we got the 6-year anniversary coming up for JP. We already know.
Tanabata coming up, no?
Well, Tanabata is coming up for global. I'm
Okay,
talking more so
Tanatana,
for.
whatever.
I'm talking more so for JP because we can kind of fill in the dots when it comes to global after that. So global,
If I don't
global's
see
getting
a
Gogeta.
Yamcha TUR anytime soon, I'm gonna fucking
You have it. It's called the Yamcha and Puar LR.
No, what?
Anyway, so we know that Gogeta's coming out, and we know after that the Heroes collab is coming out. So
My favorite.
before we get to the Heroes collab, because I know I'm gonna try to, we're still trying to get John back in. Sorry, we're having some technical
I did
difficulties.
message his ass.
Before we get to that, what do you guys think is going to be dropping? Because now we have an idea of what is going to be one of the units in the 6-year anniversary. That's the homie Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. So if that's the theme, if we're getting Ultra Instinct Goku, you would think Tournament of Power is going to be the theme, right? Well, what other units are we going to get leading into the anniversary, do you guys think?
Maybe a Gohan and Piccolo fucking duo card or some shit.
That actually would be pretty badass. It's still funny. Aside from an SR, isn't it? It's either an SR or a rare. Gohan doesn't have a card from the Tournament of Power yet. He still doesn't have one.
True.
In tracksuit all.
No, Tracksuit Gohan is in Tournament of Power. That's
No, I'm just saying that there's a card right there. Tracksuit
you
LR
want
Gohan,
Tracksuit
dude.
LR Gohan?
Yeah.
What would he be? His category be disappointment?
Yeah, the just be that one like shot they have of him where he just looks defeated and just make that like if you get KO'd, that's what happens. You just see
Oh
that.
Lord.
Jesus.
So
April
you
Fool's
think
Day.
a Gohan and Piccolo card would be
I mean, they don't even have one yet together, which is just weird because I mean, everybody knows those two have been together since he was a kid.
that is true. That's a student and mentor card, and I'm surprised they don't have a. Aside from Piccolo's card art and the LR Piccolo, aside from that, there really is no card art that has the two together.
Yeah,
And
we need something like that.
we have a Goku and Gohan. You know, we have a Vegeta and Trunks. We have a Goku and Vegeta, but we don't have a Gohan and Piccolo. That is a little surprising.
It's weird. As for anyone else, I mean, I don't really freaking know, to be honest. Then we just get like a million different fucking Topos and Dipsos and Durins.
Well, no, because Topo and Dispo got an easy A. Topo has another card technically, but it's really the
Hear me now?
yay, he's
Yeah.
back. It's Topo.
You said
It's
yay.
Topo and the it's Topo and Universe 11. It's like Topo and the Pride Troopers. It's technically
Yeah.
not a Topo himself.
Where are we now?
Okay, so just to catch you up, to speed, we're talking about what we think are going to be what's going to be the roadmap leading to 6th-year anniversary. So we know we're getting
Maybe a new champ on Vados. Who knows?
we're getting Gogeta. We know we're getting the Heroes collab, and we'll get back to that in a second. But what do you think is going to be added along the way? Because we know that, or
Well,
strongly,
Before I get on that, I want to say something
what's that?
about the whole step up thing.
Oh yeah,
The
go
reason
ahead.
why
Excuse me?
reason why Dokkan probably doesn't do it as often as the other units because they do have guaranteed SSRs. These other games don't have the guaranteed top cards. Like Legend doesn't have guaranteed Sparkings. You could summon once and get all EX, whatever they're called, extreme
Right.
units.
You talk about legends. You call it extreme.
Naruto doesn't have guaranteed top units. Bleach doesn't.
That,
And
yeah,
if
that's a good point, too.
if they do like step ups often, they might stop doing the yearly
See,
thing.
That would
Which
matter if
LR.
the SSRs were actually good. Getting a Majub strength, I mean, that's not really.
Oh, my jube height.
Which it actually
Bergamo.
is a good point because the EX units in Legends are still actually useful,
No, they
whereas the
are,
SRs
yeah,
the
all
SRs here in
up there.
aside from the Chaozu and Jocko LR for the or SRs for the World Tournament, no SRs are really. Oh, and Devilman, excuse me, no SRs are really useful like that.
So yeah, here's your free SSR, guys. Majub strength. I'm so excited.
Mr. Once in a Blue Moon effective super attack.
So anyway, getting back to it, what do you guys think is going to be the units? Because if we know that MUI Goku's coming out for the 6-year anniversary, if he's one of the units, you would think Tournament of Power is going to be the theme. So what do you think is going to be? We're going to be
Maybe
getting
a new
or
Blue Hair
JP is going to get
Vegeta.
in December.
Maybe a new Super Vegeta or Super whatever the hell that blue form is called. I don't know what he calls it. Something
Super
Super
Saiyan.
Evolution.
Well, people are
Super
thinking
Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolution.
people
Yeah,
are
I think-
thinking that Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to be the second unit for the 6-year anniversary.
Yeah,
It's going to be
I don't see that being a sub unit. If anything, I think the sub unit for MUI Goku would probably be a Tournament of Power Gohan
which is what you said, Kev.
or maybe an exchange unit between him and Piccolo.
I think they should just be a duo unit, personally. Have a duo
Yeah.
super attack. But, so what do you think leading up into that? Like, because December, we still don't know what's going to come out for December for JP. What do you think they're going to do to tie into the anniversary?
Probably get an exclusive.
But what do you
Kind of
think? Do you think it'll be Tournament of Power? Or do you think it'll be something else, like just something random?
I feel like a new Super 17's coming. I don't know why. I just feel it.
Which
Well,
is
Goku Day always brings out exclusive units.
and
for
it is
Stand Day.
it is funny because it's like we just got the LR Turles and that was out of left field. Like nobody saw that coming. So
Well, in a way, he kind of does correspond with Frieza because they're both in the same category.
Oh yeah, I guess you could look at it. Terrifying Conquerors. I guess you could look at it that way. That's actually not a bad analogy.
Terrifying. Spooky Conquerors.
Spooky Conquerors. All right, well then let's just get right to it. What do you guys think the anniversary banner is going to look like?
I think the blue fusions will come back. I think.
We're talking about the top unit now, like how we had Gogeta and Vegito, for instance.
Right. Let's do the top units first.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and fucking probably I don't know. Goddamn, what's his name?
I think the blue fusions will come back, and I think Blue and what's this name? Vegito will come back.
Right. But what about the top? Let's start with this.
Maybe Cell and Gohan will.
Let's start with this. What do you think the top units are going to be for the anniversary, and then we'll get into the sub units.
Gogeta and Shenron.
You really think Gogeta and Shenron?
Yes.
Hey, all right. What about you, John?
I think it'll be. Well, they kind of already spoiled it. I think it's going to be MUI Goku and the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta.
What about you, Sprung?
I was just thinking one of the more like documented ones of like the Gogeta Blue and then Broly.
You think Gogeta Blue and Broly would be the?
Gogeta and Broly.
That would be nice, actually. Thinking about it.
Because I don't see them releasing another Broly from the Super movie until a major celebration. So unless that's December, that's probably going to be 6th anniversary. At least what I think. Unless like the weird like figurines come out and they pretty much just kind of leak them because that's what they did last year.
Well,
it's like we'll probably see then.
Now this is just a small thing. It hasn't like nothing's been confirmed, so you obviously take it with a grain of salt. But they've said that a Mastered UI Goku figurine is coming. Now people are already going right in and saying, "Hey, that's anniversary," but you never know. You never know. That could be after. That could be before. That could be for December for all we know. We don't know for sure. I'm gonna stick with it mostly because this is what I would hope, and I hope to get it. I want a Mastered UI Goku standalone unit already, and I want a Evolution Blue Vegeta. You happy, John? You happy I said it? I want that as a standalone.
I knew you were going to agree with me.
I want those as standalone units because I think they would be super hype. As sub-units,
they only got one of each card,
and even then, they're not standalone; they're transformations. So that's why it would be good to get those as standalone. We don't need a transformation now. There have been people talking about it, and the next idea is okay if we have those units, maybe because they introduced it with the free-to-play Goku. After a certain turn limit or HP limit, they can de-transform, like Goku de-transforms back to base, and then Vegeta de-transforms back to base. Personally, I hope they don't do that, because I want to just use the card in its entirety.
I think what Goku should do is have a rage mode, like remember when Jiren tried to attack his friends?
Right. And I think, just like that, same thing with Vegeta, because just like the Super Saiyan 4 LRs, Goku can have a rage or an active skill where he does the Supreme Kamehameha like he did against Jiren, and then Vegeta's active skill can be the Final Explosion because he did that against Tobo. So I think personally both of them could have that thing.
Speaking of Topo, I like a Topo that transforms.
He is top now, but I don't. Nobody calls him that.
I like the name Topo more.
What were you saying, John? You would like to see what?
Standalone Topo Dokkan Fest. Him transforming.
Part of me is thinking
animations.
Part of me is thinking we'll get him in December, but then again, I mean, December is usually a dual Dokkan Fest time, so I don't know. Maybe not. Other people are saying Gogeta and Janemba for December, so. I guess we'll see on that. What do you think, Sprung? What do you think for the anniversary? Any other units you want to see?
I think a new 17 would be cool from Super as a support, not as a main unit. I think a support 17 would actually be cool. If MUI Goku from what's it called? Don't we own 2? I saw we only have 2.
Maybe like a 17 and 18 combined.
That would be cool too. I think 17 would be cool for as a support unit.
Right, and do you think that would be for anniversary, or do you think that would be like December or something? What do you think?
No, that'd be anniversary. That'd be for anniversary. If the MUI Goku and thing is legit, I think that would probably be a support unit. Would be a 17.
Yeah, that would be nice actually. And what do you guys now? So now that we kind of covered the part 1, what do you guys think the part 2 LRs would be? If we got MUI Goku, and we got Vegeta, the evolution Vegeta, what would the part 2 LRs be? What do you guys think?
I'm actually gonna call an LR Pride Troopers.
I say LR Champa and LR fucking Golden Frieza.
Oh, interesting.
Champa, he can fight.
Well,
He needs fucking LR.
Champa,
though.
he's not wrong. Champa does need a good unit. I mean, the Fizz one's okay, but like you think it'd be Champa and Vados, or do you think it'd just be Champa?
Yeah, together, just like Beerus has one with Whis, something similar.
Right.
Golden Frieza doesn't have an LR yet. I'd like to see that.
That's also true. What do you think, Sprung?
I'm trying to think of what I think. If this is like a super, if this is like a celebration oriented around super, I'd have to guess. I don't think it'd be LR17. I think 17 is gonna be a support unit, like to the T.
I think top banner wise, it'd be an LR. It'd probably be something like this. I actually think the secondary LR that nobody would really want would be like Ribrianne and her crew in the main one.
See, I was thinking that, but I can see that being more of like during the year that's coming up, like being a banner that happens.
LR Master Roshi, please.
Hey,
see, that's the other thing. That's something else I thought of too.
That's funny you mentioned that because I was gonna say I think we could get an LR Roshi, Krillin, and Tien.
That
would be cool.
Yeah, that would be very lit.
I actually would go for that because that's a huge buff to the Earthlings category.
I don't know about that.
That'd
I
be nice.
I have a strong feeling it'd be Ribrianne's crew together.
Why ain't nobody give a shit about that bitch, man?
Yeah, but it's the secondary card. With the LR Golden Frieza.
My idea. I'm thinking, especially because they've done this for a few years now. The whole 3s. I'm thinking they'll come out with Topo, the God of Destruction, Topo as an LR, and then the secondary LR will be Krillin, Roshi, and Tien.
I don't. Man,
give me Roshi.
Disrespect giving Topo LR.
You don't think he'll be? I don't know because everybody's saying that he I think he's good enough to get something. I just don't see him getting a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I think he'll be an unfeatured LR, like in the general LR pool. I think he's good enough for that, but I don't think he's good enough for a DFE.
We have overlooked one person that could get an LR. That's Hit also, because a lot of people like Hit.
Yeah, that actually I would not mind that. So fine, Hit and then Krillin, Roshi, and Tien. I'm not getting rid of that. Damn,
I want Roshi so bad, dude. Give us an LR Roshi, please, man. If I'm not getting y'all Roshi.
Well, that's the anniversary is obviously hype, but the next thing
be a free to play unit.
But the next thing,
sub unit.
Wait, which one?
I think Roshi put in Frosted the what you call it?
The Mafuba
containment. Yeah, the Mafuba. I think that'd be like
core
a sub unit.
Damn right. That's why he needs to be an LR. Just saying. But
make him an LR.
So
I don't see him being like an LR. Let's just free.
They're gonna give him an LR. Goddammit. He's the only one that doesn't have an LR that actually matters.
Well, all right, hold up. Did you mispronounced Garlic Jr., but we'll get to that in.
Who?
Garlic Jr. Isn't it crazy that Garlic Jr. has no card and Dokkan at all? Hey.
Or Dr. Willow.
All right, well, Dr. Willow wasn't as cool as Garlic Jr. Come on now. The Dead Zone.
Bruh.
Dr. Trump.
Oh my! Okay,
we're gonna bring that to the goddamn video.
Hold up. Let's get to this though. There's something I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know you guys have been excited to talk about it. The Heroes collab.
Hey.
Now hear me out.
Now,
Now hear me out.
okay.
Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 lead. Because he has one for Super Saiyan 3, and he has one for, what was it, fucking...
Low class Saiyans.
Yeah,
and Revenge.
Well,
It would
Super
make
Saiyan
sense.
3 is a Xenoverse card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I'm sorry, I gotta jump on and I gotta say come on, put him on Heroes, damn it. Stop it.
They should.
Stop
They
it.
should.
Um,
I think that'd be cool to have a Super Saiyan 4 category
Let's-
because we have
let's-
enough units, I think.
let's go down the list. We'll start with you, Kev. So you say it again. What do you think?
Super Saiyan 4 Bardock as a Super Saiyan 4 lead. Because we don't have one of those, and I feel like we have enough to make one, potentially.
Right.
Especially with
right.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta coming out now, too.
And what about you, John? What do you think?
I think there's, because I've been keeping up with Heroes, I think there's like 3 characters they could come out with. One is the Dark Janemba,
Mm-hmm.
Super Saiyan God Trunks,
Okay.
and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito.
They need to give awakenings to those normal forms for Goku and Vegeta, by the way, and I feel like they're going to be Super Saiyan 4s as well.
You're talking about the Xeno Goku and Xeno
Yeah.
Vegeta?
I don't think they'll go Super Saiyan
I think
4s.
those are going to have awakenings at least, though, even if they're not Super Saiyan 4s.
Yeah, they will.
And what about you, Sprung?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I talked about it earlier, man, before we started. And I don't see it happening, but I would love this if any of y'all played the game on the Switch, and you guys use
Cell
Zero
X.
19 us as a shout out. Where is Cell X at, dude? I want Cell X. Make Giants category could be good. It has potential. Just give me Cell X. There's like a free to play Bardock that's coming out. He turns into a giant. This could be a sign.
And that's actually that's a good point because the Giants category needs that help. Giants category
Cell X.
is only okay at best. It is not very good. It needs the
There's
help.
also full powered Super Saiyan 3 Cumber and Golden Cooler, Middle Cooler, Golden
Yeah.
Middle Cooler.
Yeah, there's a lot of categories that have the help and don't need it, and then there's categories like Giants that does desperately need the help.
Gigantes.
So I can completely
Yeah, they
agree
should
with that.
they should make Dr. Willow the giant category.
No, why do you know what? He could be, yeah, fine. He could be like the 200% lead when that happens.
Or maybe
200% lead.
John,
It's gonna happen.
John,
soon.
I don't think
Raza,
I don't think anybody wants to see Dr. Willow as the
Dr.
first.
Willow.
Is that from Mega Man?
No,
big
no,
brain, big brain category.
Dr.
lead.
Dr. Willow was from the movie The World's Strongest. He fought Goku in that machine thing. It's
Yeah,
Oh, who gives a shit about him?
he actually looks cool though.
Really? He looks kind of like a roach standing
Tenkaichi.
in Budokai.
Oh my god.
John's main has been
Well,
confirmed. Dr.
Dr.
Willow
Willow. Yeah, see him in Tenkaichi
and
3.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Yep, there you go. He's Dr. Willow main.
So the units I want to see for sure at some point, and I don't think we're gonna get these right off the bat. I'm pretty sure they're gonna save for these because these are hype units. I want Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can be the Kaioken. You can have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. You can have the Super Saiyan Blues. You can do a ton of things. Then there's the Golden Great Ape Super Saiyan 3 or the Golden Great Ape Gogeta. Excuse me. I don't know. I don't think Vegito transforms into Golden Great Ape, but there's a bunch of things you can do with the fusions. So you've got options there. I do like the idea of coming out with a Super Saiyan 4 category though. I think it's about time we get that.
There's
And-
also Hearts, that demon guy.
Well, Hearts.
Hearts.
I think Hearts. I mean, it all depends on what because they cater to the JP player base. So if the JP player base likes it, it'll be one of those like anniversary or worldwide celebration units. But if not, it'll probably be a standalone LR that we see in like the LR banner.
Yeah, they got some new random doctor guy.
I hope that they start
A
doing
doctor
more.
category?
I hope they start doing more Legends units. Now, I don't think they'll do it as crazy as they've done Tournament of Power lately, but hopefully we start seeing some more of that because there's a lot of hype units we could get from that.
I'll say though, if anybody deserves to be the giant category later, it's Saiyan Saga Dokkan Fest Vegeta.
You said Cell X wrong.
He said so. Thanks, Ron.
I literally just talked about how much we need Cell-X, and you're like, if anyone deserves to do it's Gohan when he turned to a grade
Do
8.
they have a giant Piccolo card?
Yeah,
They,
it's a world tournament.
they do, yeah.
He's trash though.
Yeah, he is. They need a new one. If that's the case, that would help out a bit.
Right, agreed. Well, first things first. We need Piccolos to start having different names so we can start using them together.
Oh, dude, I'm so mad. I went like thousands of fucking stones in for Fizz Piccolo, and I have not used them once since having them.
They start calling him a junior.
I haven't even run them.
I have no use for him.
Actually,
at least he looks cool.
there you go.
He
There you go.
does,
That'll
but
lead us.
goddamn, dude.
That'll lead us to our next topic. Dokkan Fest exclusives we want to see added, and I already know mine. I want Goku from the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, and I want Ma Junior. Yes, call him Ma Junior so we can run him with the other Piccolos, please.
Oh, that's what I was saying. They call him
Goku and Ma
Junior.
Junior. I want a dual Dokkan Fest banner with those two.
It's an exclusive unit, pretty much.
And then you know what? It could be Goku with the side unit as either Krillin or Chi-Chi, and then Piccolo with the side unit as Kami. Or what was he called? I forget. What name did he take on in the tournament? Because he was in disguise. I forgot what his name was.
Oh, I forgot. John, you're a Dragon Ball nerd. You gotta remember.
Okay.
It wasn't Kamikolo. It wasn't. It
Like
was
Dave.
he.
It's like Dave or something.
He took on a human form, and he had a different name.
Fucking Dave. Just call him Dave.
Just Dave.
Dave,
Alright, so
dude.
Ma
disguise.
Junior and secondary unit is Dave.
He's
They can just
Dave,
call
dude. There we go, in
himself
disguise.
What did he call himself?
Hero.
Did he call himself that?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
Hero.
If you're right, John, you're the biggest Dragon Ball nerd
Alright,
I've ever known.
What about you,
I
John?
totally fucked it up.
What do you think? What do
You
you
said
think should be? What would be a DFE
Like
you
I-
want to see?
Well, I'm gonna throw the sub unit in there too.
Okay.
I wanna make a Shenron, and I want with him a sub unit. I want to exchange unit between Ice and Nova Shenron.
So you want Omega and then Ice and Nova Shenron.
Yeah, and
That
the
would be
funny
great.
thing about this, I think they should like in the show, they should give like when you become Ice Shenron, you should have like a dodge mechanic like where he's using his brother as a meat shield.
Oh my god.
God damn.
This
Oh, you
man
want
is
him-
crazy.
You want some M-rated
Oh
units in the
my
game.
What about
They
you,
did do
Sprung?
that.
What about you, Sprung?
I
If
actually
you
have a
could think of
couple.
one.
I have a couple ideas for future units. We were talking about Roshi earlier. I was thinking, what if they gave us like a Dragon Ball Saga Roshi from the first time he did the Kamehameha or something
Oh yeah.
when he got
yeah.
all buff. Yeah, that would be cool. The original Kamehameha, as it was called.
That should be the name of it too. The original Kamehameha.
That's what it's called in Budokai Tenkaichi since John dropped that game into the convo.
That would be perfect.
My second idea was probably maybe they'll go back to the Namek saga again. I was thinking, I feel even though he has like two like LRs and everything, I feel like Ginyu's gonna get another card at some point. I don't know
You see,
why.
That's the thing. He has two LRs, but they're not all
They're
that.
Yeah, they're not optimal.
I think he
That's
deserves.
amazing.
I think he deserves a DFE at
I
the
do
very
have another
least.
one, but kept going.
Well, what were the others, Sprung? Was that it?
I had one more idea for I'm slipping. What was the other one? I forgot it. Maybe I'll remember it later.
All right. Well, Kev, what about you? What do you think?
Now we're talking about Dokkan Fest exclusive just for global or something like that. Like how the
No. It'd be for both. It'd be for. It doesn't matter if it's global first. JP will eventually get it too. It's for both versions.
just one unit, pretty much like the main
one.
dude.
It doesn't have to be one because I said mine was Goku and Ma Junior as a dual Dokkan Fest with the subunits as Krillin or Chi-Chi, and then for the other one it was Kami.
I got one. This is a weird one too. So hear me out here. I don't have any subs for him, so you can throw whatever the fuck you want in.
Okay.
Give us a new Hachiak.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like
I want
that.
a new Hachiak with
have
cooler
another one.
animations.
Didn't actually
Yeah.
have like a doctor dude to follow him. He'd have to be the support.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be cool.
I guess he'd be all right. Yeah, either that or you could maybe have one unit as the clone unit. Remember the clones he had? It was a clone Turles, the Frieza. You could have maybe that as like a.
That would be a cool free to play idea actually.
Yeah, I'd like that actually.
I actually could see this happening. So they have 17s, right? The Hellfighter and regular 17. And they
Right.
merge into Super 17. For that, I have the sub unit as Doctor Mew,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I'll be
it'd be a uh Dokkan Festival duel. The second card would be Kid GT Goku turns into full Super Saiyan. Well, Super Saiyan 4,
Right.
and his
Right.
sub unit would be Android 18.
That actually would be cool. I'd like to see
Yeah.
that. GT needs love. It definitely needs love.
Can we get a Krillin with hair card? We don't have one of those.
Yeah, where's old man?
Technically, it's a rare, but I get what you mean, a usable one.
Well, yeah.
Wait,
I
he
didn't
actually
know
has a card?
I didn't even know he existed. What the fuck?
No,
He
he
has a
does.
card?
He does.
Where's that card at?
It's a rare. It's not. It's not
How-
anything special.
That shit must be golden, right?
Forget that Krillin. We need Cop Krillin.
We do have Cop
Officer
Krillin.
Officer Krillin is it's actually in the game. It is in
Yeah,
the game.
he has like an SR. He's like one of the. He's like a rare. He's like a like actually rare card. Cause I think it's like you can't get it anymore. So it's actually like rare.
We
Yeah,
could also
you know
use
what
a new
card is
Videl
rare?
card. That's actually decent.
Yeah.
You know what card is really rare? That fucking Tech Toa. I never got her before.
That's
Is
true.
she
I don't.
still in
Yeah,
the game?
but I got that. Yeah, she is. I think she's just rare.
I
know,
didn't know she
I
was in the game.
Many of
I think she's
Demigraws.
only. I think she's only in certain. No, I be getting that old ass Demigraw dude. Like nobody want him.
Dude, I have him
Need an
maxed out at
awakening.
this point. He needs an
Something
awakening.
He
good
needs
to
an
look
awakening.
at.
He needs an awakening. General Realdo needs an awakening. The
him
STR
an
Super Saiyan
awakening.
Trunks needs an awakening. And I think there's somebody else that I'm forgetting, but there's a few cards that need awakenings. And there are three of
That
the few
Trunks?
cards.
Was it that Strength Trunks?
It was the STR Super Saiyan Trunks. Yeah, he needs an awakening also.
Do you know how cool
I think it's
Demigra
so
would be
many of them.
if he got an awakening?
I agree. I like them as a boss in Xenoverse.
Well, doesn't he have his little tiny form in Hero? One that looks like Kid Buu almost.
I don't remember.
Right,
I'll
I'm
be
not
honest, I don't remember this.
sure. I'm not sure. I don't know too for sure.
This is
Speaking of Kid Buu, what the fuck's his LR game?
I think they're gonna come out with Kid Buu eventually. I think they're gonna drop him on us when we least expect it. Now, Bandai Akatsuki, if you're listening, for some reason we need an
listening.
LR Kid Buu. We're just saying.
Please, man.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Topo gets an LR before him. That's disrespectful.
Like, why don't we have one already? We don't even have a. Well, no, I guess now we do have a Super Buu one in a sense, but give us a Kid Buu one, man.
Right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to cover?
Oh yeah, I remembered my unit.
What's your unit?
I would say we should get LR Bojack. Or not LR Bojack, but a new Bojack for
Dokkan Fest
Dokkan
exclusive?
Fest, right?
Yes, because we need to
That'd be
pair
kind of
him.
cool too.
We need to pair him with that
yeah.
LR to
I'll-
make that
I'll-
LR
I'll-
so much better.
I was,
Need-
I was telling
go-
John.
Needs good links.
Well,
I
if you
was
pair
telling
him
John
with
in
the
the.
Bojack, it'd be fine.
I was saying,
Okay,
in light of what John spoke about,
Mhm.
I was gonna say he should have a counter animation where he throws Zangia in front of him and just blast.
Wow.
But here's the other thing: it could also be an active skill, and you can use that to counter one move, and not only that, but it'll reflect the damage back. And boost, there you go.
That's perfect.
Because that's how it works in Legends. It doesn't damage it, but it blows them back. There
That's
you go.
perfect. That'd be. Oh man, you know if they speaking of that'd be a whole new mechanic, a counter to be able to counter and then deflect the damage back.
Yeah, like reflect. like
You know
thing,
how
there you go.
you know how like clutch that would be in Super Battle Road, like Extreme Super Battle Road.
Yeah, just to be able to counter
I
and
wouldn't
attack like
mind
that.
having the Trunks
Actually-
from that movie. 'Cause he actually
thinking
looked really cool.
Oh
There.
yeah, definitely the one that fought Tien.
Yeah, he looked really
Definitely.
cool.
Make that guy extreme tech.
Go
Need more
into your
extreme
idea,
tech in
Sprung.
it.
That's actually not bad. Thinking about that, that would actually make you want to put units with type disadvantage in that slot so that you could
Yeah,
reflect
you-
the damage back to them.
Yeah, you can reflect like attacks and whatnot. I think that's actually. Yeah.
That's actually a really good mechanic right there. Yo, Bandai Akatsuki, take notes.
I wonder what
Just mentioned.
I wonder what kind of leadership ability he would have though, like movie bosses or something.
Probably be movie bosses. It's been a while since we had a movie bosses lead of any type.
We also make a lot of category. I had an idea of like Born of Evil or something like category where it's just straight up like unit. I was thinking like a category for like units that are like artificial and were made by somebody. Not like I guess it'd be kind of like artificial life forms, but I'm still working on the idea of what I want it to be called and based off of. But I was thinking of like a new category that'd be for villains.
Right. Well, anything else you guys want to cover before we call it a night?
They make
Raise your fucking rates.
Raise your
they
rates.
make a subordinate category for just subordinate.
That you see, that's why movie bosses should be stretched out to all villains. It should just be movie villains, not movie bosses, so that the subordinates had a category. But
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Paragus is on it.
How would
right.
Paragus be on it when he's Broly's dad? Like, you know that's
He's
how
a-
disrespected he
He's a
is.
villain, though. He was a villain in the movie.
Yeah,
In both
yeah,
movies.
even I felt bad for him in the movie because he got
I
wrecked.
didn't.
Yeah, I did. Imagine getting knocked on the ground and he pew to the chest and
His
dead.
death,
It's
his death helped
a
create the greatest
fucking
scene in the
joke
movie.
though, because of fucking Freezer, man.
Yeah, that was kind of.
His
Par-
death helped bring the greatest scene in the movie, Broly transforming.
Paragus getting
and
killed
coming
is like
under the
me.
ground.
Paragus getting killed is like me getting killed in Modern Warfare Warzone, dude. That's how that scene looks to me. It's so easy to get dead one shot.
Well, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for this. This is always a
Yes,
blast,
sir.
and we'll be definitely bringing you guys more of this. Maybe we'll change up the subjects next time, and we'll cover a different game or something.
Give him some likes. Give us some views.
Yes,
Show
for
that you
sure.
want
If you guys
You'll
do
get
like this,
more
definitely
sooner.
let us know, because this is
Yes,
always
sir.
fun, and we like bringing you guys this content.
Yeah, I like doing it.
Otherwise, I appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate all you guys for watching. If you guys did like the video, definitely leave a like down below. Definitely subscribe. Share it out with your friends, because the more support we get, the more content we'll be bringing you. Anything you guys want to say before we call it a night?
Raise the rates.
I think he's gonna stick with that.
Fuck.
John, thank you. Sprung, thank you. Kev, thank you.
Yeah, they're-
And we will catch all you
I was
guys.
gonna say one more thing.
And okay,
Oh, God.
what's your last thing?
Just because there's no Broly out, don't forget about the old one. We need a movie
Oh
8 Broly.
my
animation.
lord! Okay.
Why do you want that satanic Broly? Do you probably want them to play? Was it Haji's Kitchen in that? You probably want them to play that in
Yeah.
his cards.
Him walking through the Kamehameha as a freaking
You need
The
to stop
Pele-
saying. Oh,
Pele
all
kick
right,
Broly?
all right. We're calling it a night. Thank you guys.
All right,
Hope you guys have a good one. Catch you guys on the flip side.
brush your teeth.
Shout
forget-
out. Shout
Or
out.
your mask.
Mouse